Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in this afternoon. I'm glad you guys could be with us again. Alongside, as you guys know and familiar with, Jan from New York City Saves Money.
Hey,
Hey,
Steve.
hey, Jan is alongside. So, Janet, I'm gonna ask, is there anything you
Yes,
might? Okay.
yes. Steve and I, we were talking earlier in what we call the green room, which we use in our broadcast studio here. And we were thinking about something that is so true. And I kind of touched upon it on my Saturday morning video upload. In case you missed it, you could go back to it. And basically, it's about convenience foods. You know, I don't know what it is, but sometimes people think it's almost wrong to use convenience foods. I think Steve and I are on the same page. We both disagree about that. It is perfectly okay to use convenience foods. Sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes it's actually cost effective. I'm not going to get into it, but I mentioned the exact reason why with one specific breakfast food item on the this morning's upload for those who missed. But you know something, Steve? Let's think about something for a second. Ounce for ounce and dollar for dollar. Many of the convenience foods that we can buy at a local grocery store still ends up way less expensive than going out to eat. So even people on budgets can actually go for convenience foods. Steve and I touched upon a specific convenience food a few times. For examples, this is for example and for argument's sake. There's a company called Hormel, and they've been around a lot of years. They put out a product. I've mentioned a product before, but there are many new faces here, and the actual item is called Hormel Completes. This is an example of convenience food, okay? And they're usually, in my opinion, relatively inexpensive. $2.25 is about the usual price range, and there is a wide variety. Picking up one of those for a fast lunch or when you're really tired dinner, or definitely worth keeping in your stockpile. Why? Because these foods are shelf stable, Steve. We don't have to worry about refrigeration. We don't have to worry about freezing them. And heaven forbid there's a power outage. Guess what? You can literally open up that complete meal and eat it just like that. That is just the tip of the iceberg. Here's another convenience food example, Steve. They sell like various companies sell various frozen hamburgers. And some of those hamburgers literally are like the equivalent to some of the fast food restaurant hamburgers. And if you do the math, it comes out pretty much cheaper than actually going to fast food restaurants. There's a big mistake that people make when they think of fast food. Fast food may be fast, but that doesn't mean it's inexpensive food. That's where a lot of confusion lies. That's convenience food. Yes, it is. But when you're outside and you're on the road, that's very convenient. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the less expensive route. For me, the least expensive route is to pick up certain foods right in my grocer's freezer. That's where I can really do it. Another example, Steve, you know those frozen fried chickens that some people get outside? Yes, that's convenient. And yes, it costs a little more money. But the one in your grocer's freezer, I have tried various types. There are types that are in just the meat case. Steve, like those chicken nugget type things, you could get the ones that's already done up in your meat case, not frozen, but refrigerated. And then you could get, of course, the frozen nuggets. To me, those are convenience foods that actually can save me money. For example, if my grandchildren come over, I don't necessarily want to pay money for fast food, let's say before I decide maybe to take a walk to the park or something. We could have these things right at home right before we go out. Their tummies are already filled, and we don't need to buy that excessive stuff outside, which half the time people leave behind anyway. Not to mention the ridiculously tall drinks. So, here's my opinion about convenience foods in the grocery aisle. One is better off, in my humble opinion, to spend a little bit more money on those convenience foods. I didn't say they're the healthiest, but keep some on hand as an option. It's still way cheaper than eating out at the restaurant. And if you're really tired, well, that's what paper plates are for. And whenever they go on sale, grab them. That's the way I feel about that. Now, Steve, I do notice that you recently did like a little bit of a grocery haul, but before you even mention that, what is your take on grocery store convenience foods? How do you feel about that?
Well, grocery store convenience foods, they they are definitely ideal. They're a helping hand if you really don't feel like getting up and preparing a meal and you don't want to, wait 30 minutes or however how long it's going to take to put um, something to eat together. You could always, like you said, you mentioned the Hormel Complete. You go over, slide it out of the thing, open it back a little bit, the film, stick it in the microwave about 1 minute and 20 seconds, take it out, peel the film back. Voila, you've got that. Now, if you want to be a little bit more and you want to add to it to give it a little bit more of a meal like feel, you could cook a vegetable and put with it, or whatever other side you think would be compatible that would work. Look and see what you have there, and you could always go that route. No, there's nothing wrong with uh convenience foods, comfort foods, however you want to, almost the same thing. The chicken nuggets, the chicken tenders, the Purdue, which is a brand I do like to use a lot, which is of a good quality. I will use Tyson. There is one Tyson chicken that I would like to purchase that you had recommended. I have found it, but I think I've been able to find it at a lower cost at a Target, and if I ever make my way there and I see it, I'm going to grab it. It's that Southern style Tyson that you were meant.
It's
So I'm
quite
will.
good.
So I was willing to, you know, go that route. So never underestimate having convenience foods around. They are good, to have around, in your stockpile. If you, like you said, the electricity goes out, or, some issue to where you don't have access to warming it up, you can just go right to it, open it, and go ahead and consume it. But I don't know if I told you though, one of my favorite um, fast food places. You mentioned fast food. To me, the quality that you get at this particular fast food, and like have told people, and I mentioned it in my comment on my video yesterday, is I am picky about where, if I do eat out anywhere, which is few and far between, but if I do, um, I'm picky about where I go. One of the places that I like to go is a burger place called Whataburger. They're based out of Texas, but they're all over the place. I don't know about up north. I'm not sure about that, but they have really good food. One of the burgers I used to like from there that has been discontinued, and I wish it hadn't, was a mushroom Swiss burger. That's my all-time favorite.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, so I am picky about where to go get um, you know, fast food. And if I do go to a place to eat, I do like to go where my food is prepared in front of me, so I know what you're doing to it,
Yeah.
instead of taking my order and then going to the back and giving my ticket on this little spindle, and then I don't know what happens after that. If I can see my food being prepared in front of me, like a Waffle House, Huddle House. Um, I've got a good mom and pop type pizza place that's been in business in Jacksonville now for about 45 years, going on 46. And I recommend going there. And their food is made fresh to order. So you're not going to get any surprises or any worries about how your food's going to come out if somebody does something to it in the back, because you don't know. You, you,
No,
you
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 don't
don't.
want mystery. You don't want a mystery meal.
No, I don't want to order a steak and I get some type of mystery meat sent to me at my table.
No, goodness, no,
That's all I need.
no.
Um, but to mention also, I don't know, this is my Sam's Club receipt. I went to Sam's Club this morning and I had bought a box of these egg rolls, MINH brand. It has to do with Schwann's, but boy, are they really good, especially done in an air fryer for about 8 or 9 minutes. To me, they taste every bit as good as what you get in a restaurant, if not better. Um, I bought 12 cans of a brand called Margaret Holmes um, seasoned black eyed peas. Now, in the store, they run about $1.37 a can. The way that I bought them at $6.48 for 6 cans, and I bought 12, it breaks down to $1.09. So,
Wow,
yeah, so I saved what about right around 30 cents a can. So if you think about it, that's close to $2,
that
dollar 80.
adds up.
Yeah. So I did that, and I had also bought 2 pounds of baby Swiss cheese. I love,
Yum.
you know, that. But I like a different blend of cheeses. A- a- And it all, like I said, it come out to 55.26, but there is savings in there.
And you got some chili, right? If I'm not mistaken, or we were talking.
Not on this trip.
Oh, not
This
on
was
that trip. Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no, no. This was when I went to BJ's because I've got a membership at both.
Oh, oh, oh.
Well, Hormel around here sells for about $1.41 a can. Well, when I bought it at BJ's, I had a $2 coupon.
Oh,
So I was able to get it for like $1.07 a can. Oh no,
that's great.
this is how, like I said, this is how I like to shop. I am a bang for your buck type person. I do like to get a good deal and get my money's worth. I like to get more for my money when I buy something. So, yeah,
Absolutely. It's about value, and you're
right.
getting a lot of value. And, we are approaching that big game in a couple of weeks, which means be on the lookout for things to go on sale like chips, dips, all those things for the big game.
Yeah.
Start looking for those sales, in my opinion, now, because people like to get ready, and
Hmm.
availability of all those products and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't really know who's going to the Super Bowl. Rumor has it I heard something about the 49ers, but no pun intended, by the way. You see my name. So there is, for those that don't know, there was he is a commentator at ESPN now. There was once upon a time, back in the 80s and 90s, there was a San Francisco 49ers quarterback with my name. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I do get it from time to time, and only thing I tell people is we just share names and that's it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, all
There are
right.
a lot of wonderful people that share your name, and of course, my one of my favorite old-timey actors, so
There's an old-timey actor named Steve Young.
no, Young, Robert.
Robert Young. Okay, right, from Father Knows Best. No
Yeah,
relation. No relation,
no.
unfortunately, but no, not even Loretta. Not
Oh,
that I know of.
no.
Okay. Well,
I just think that people, should not feel guilty if they need to or wish to purchase convenience foods. It is okay to have some convenience foods. Yes, of course, the healthier route is to do everything you can in the, more natural setting, but it's still okay to have, it's still cheaper too in the long run as opposed to eating out. That was my big message for this day, really.
Yeah, good message. Yeah. No, and I'm in full agreement with that. So, yeah, of course, doing it from scratch, making it, the old-timey way like you did years back, like in the 50s and all that. But that's what the convenience food route is there for too. You have your nights or times. But I really want to cook. I'll just go grab one of those and a little bit of that, and in 10 minutes I'll have my meal. So,
There you
and there's
go.
not and there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
No. All right, Janet. Well, thanks for dropping by, and I
thanks for
want to.
having me on as always.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it.
Absolutely, and thanks all of you out there tuning in. I appreciate it as well. And as you guys know, my routine. Be on the lookout for Tuesday morning, probably somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll have a video up then. Who knows? I may go and do another come shopping with me. We'll see how that goes. So, all right. All right, everybody. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.